Yo, what's going on, ladies and gents? My name is Arbuckle. Welcome back to another video. Today we are once again back on Modern Warfare, and I wanted to share with you guys the best class setup for the FAL. This is not for any specific blueprint. This is just what I think is the best FAL class setup here in Modern Warfare. A very good class setup, really good accuracy, really good mobility. We're going to have good aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed. So I really think you guys are going to like this class setup. So if you guys take a look at the attachments, we're not going to be using a muzzle. The barrel that we're going to be using is the XRK Marksman. So with this, we're getting significant boost to accuracy, range, and control. This is going to be the main attachment that's really going to help us out with those three stats. Obviously, damage, range, bullet velocity, and recoil control are our pros. You guys can see we lose a little bit of aim down sight speed here, which we'll make up for with some of the other attachments. We're not going to be using a laser. The optic that we're using is the Cronin LP945 Mini Reflex. I would recommend using an optic on this weapon. I know a lot of people kind of have different preferences when it comes to optics. I always go with the Mini Reflexes. I know a lot of people in my comments say they really like the GI Mini Reflex, which is the first optic for this class, or for this weapon specifically. So if you want to use the GI, you can. You can use the Solo Zero if you want. But I really enjoy using the Cronin LP945, so that's what I'm going to be running in this class setup, obviously giving us another boost to accuracy. The stock that we're going to be using is the FSS close quarter stock, so this is going to give us a boost to mobility, and the main focus with this attachment was to boost our aim down sight speed back up. So obviously with this attachment, we're getting more aim down sight speed as a pro, which is going to help us to be a little bit more mobile and get those shots down a little bit quicker, so a really good attachment to use here. The underbarrel that we're using is the tactical foregrip. So with the tactical foregrip, what this is going to do is boost our control really high, which is important with the FAL. Obviously, it's a single shot weapon, and it can have some pretty significant recoil depending on how fast you're shooting this thing. So having a much higher control is going to help us significantly with our aiming stability. We also get a small boost to accuracy and range, which is nice to have. We lose a very small amount of mobility, which we'll make up for with this last attachment. But the tactical foregrip is what we're using here. And last but not least, the rear grip that we're using is stippled grip tape. So with this, we're getting aim down sight speed and sprint to fire speed, which is great. Obviously, I told you guys we wanted to make sure we had both sprint to fire speed and aim down sight speed pretty high so that we can be mobile and be able to take people out quick. Obviously, this gun kills people pretty fast. So if we can get those shots down quicker and get our scope up quicker, obviously we're going to have a much better chance of winning the gunfight. So stippled grip tape, one of the best attachments in the game to use, and obviously giving us one last boost to our mobility. But I'll give you guys one last look at all the attachments and the stats that come with this specific class setup. If you guys have anything else to add about this specific class setup, or you have any other recommendations, attachments to change, attachments to add, leave them down in the comment section below. I'll be glad to see those and see what you guys are running. But I really hope you guys did enjoy this video. Please make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see all you guys in the next video. Can we be friends?